Hi, you're riding with Tony Vance today on our vlog. We're going to call this one Theology. And by that I mean, of course, not necessarily the study of God, which is fine, you should do, but what do you think about God? Or what do you believe that about God according to the things that you've studied? Specifically, hopefully, the Bible would be your number one choice for knowing about God. It's kind of funny because when you think about, they talk about studying theology and all that, they usually do it in a very systematic, almost scientific way. In reality, God doesn't give us the revelation of Himself in this systematic, kind of scientific way. He tells it in a story. The story of God, as relating to us, is God unfolding the plan of salvation from the fall in the garden till Jesus on the cross, and how we are to react to that and how we are to respond to that. That's what God has done through His Word in showing us what His plan for us is. That's what the Bible's all about. It's about God taking the time, effort, ability, the will, the desire to bring man back to Him, to the point that when 2,000 years ago, when Jesus came to earth, He came to live as a man, walk as a man. John said the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld Him as the only begotten Son of the Father, full of grace and truth. And we know that the story that God is telling us is the story of salvation, the story of redemption, the story of deliverance. It's God saying, here's what's happened for the last 6,000 years, and everything points to Christ. When Adam and Eve were thrown out of the garden, God told Eve there would come a seed from woman who would crush the head of the serpent, literally would break the curse. We know that in Revelations 22, it says that there will be no more curse. So that's the story. The story is the curse, because of the fall and the sin of man, because of our sin, because of our mistake, guilty, the law given, saying you can't come to God, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. Jesus comes, dies in the place of man, becomes the ultimate sacrifice, the sacrifice for sin, once for all, as the Hebrew writer says. And we see that this story ends with God saying, I accept you on the basis of my Son, Jesus Christ. And faith in what I've done and faith in what I said is the only way that you can stand right before me. So my theology is that Jesus Christ died for my sins and yours, and for the sins of the whole world. And if you accept that plan that God has put forth, you can be saved, and be saved from your sins and the eternal destruction that you were intended for. Trust God, and that's the best hope chance that you have.